This has to be one of the craziest glitches I've ever seen in all of Battlefield 6. You can essentially get your guns from level 1 to 50 in under 5 minutes. So all I need from you guys, if you enjoyed this video, to give it a like, subscribe with notifications turned on, and let's get into it. All right, so this is going to start off like any other XP, unlimited XP glitch there is in the game, but there is a specific way to do this. I'm gonna have to walk you through it live in order for you guys to set this up properly. So of course, you're gonna go to that search experiences, and then what you want to do is type in this code ZG6YE. You want to hit enter, and then you're going to see this one here by Slayer HQ. And of course, you guys can see it does everything from your career XP progression and other progression. I don't believe it affects your stats. Of course, just like any other lobby, you want to go hit host, and then you're going to scroll on down here. I just put a random password of like 1234, something like that on there, just so you can do that. And then of course go down here and hit the actual host button. And this really doesn't take long to get into. I might actually just get into this first try. I haven't had any issues so far, and I got into it. Okay, so now here is where it's not like other glitches. We're gonna go into just basically support like you normally would. Choose whatever you want. I don't believe SMGs, or I don't believe carbines can do vehicle damage. So you guys are gonna want to choose something that can do vehicle damage. Like I guess I can just choose really just about anything. Let me just choose the TR7, as that'll be fine. Now that we have that selected, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into a tank. This is actually very crucial. So let's go hop into this right here. And we're going to go head over to the A flag. Want to max out all of your weapons to level 50 and unlock the new Unstoppable Force variants ASAP? Check out MITCH CACTUS. They're the absolute best and most reliable in Battlefield 6 and Call of Duty. Whether you want to increase your own level to 500 or get help completing challenges or even the campaign, they've got you covered. Everything is completely safe and legitimate for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. They're super trusted by the community, and you may have seen them all over YouTube, and that's for good reason. With over 19,000 reviews and thousands of personalized vouchers, they're the go-to for all things Battlefield. Use code Chuck for 5% off. All right, so now that we're over here at the A flag, this is where the entire thing is going to happen. But what we have to do is we have to wait for the bots to physically drive over here. And there may be like a helicopter or something kind of right above me. You can technically shoot that and get like vehicle points right there, but we have to wait for the bots in a Humvee to literally mosey on over. As you guys can see kind of right over there at the top of the screen, they are going to be making their way on down. What's very important is that you don't block the driveway to the A flag right here, the A point. You want to leave this open so that guy right there in that specific vehicle can get over here. Keep in mind, we will have this guy that comes over here as well. You basically just need any of these guys over here to go cap the A flag, and the reason having the tank is necessary is so that way sometimes they just like to sit off to the side and not fully cap it. You have to sometimes body bump them using the tank for them to fully get on the point. So let's see if he actually gets fully on the point. He actually might not do it. Hold up. He actually moved a little bit forward. That is good. Sometimes it doesn't happen, so that's why you might have to have the tank in order to be able to do that. Now let them fully cap this flag and don't shoot any of them. Sometimes you got to do this where I'm basically forcing him to capture the point. And when he captures it, then we'll be good to go. Awesome. Now we can blow his ass up. We can blow his ass up. Now the XP and the carnage should start. Now this is going to basically spawn in the same exact spot. And it should essentially keep on blowing up. You never know what's going to happen. You know, they're going to keep on respawning. It's good to play support, obviously, so you can throw down the ammo. So throw down the ammo. Don't stand too close, otherwise you will end up in the explosion. But overall, sometimes it might take a second for it to respawn here. Don't worry about that. Sometimes it just glitches out a little bit, but it always will respawn. So let's just give it a quick second. There we go. It respawns. So just shoot the vehicle. Keep in mind, anything you use has to be able to do vehicle damage. So like pistols and stuff really aren't going to work a whole lot here. You can take out the bots, but you can't do no damage to the vehicle. So that's why certain things don't work. It's working pretty good, I'd say. Sometimes you get crazy point stacks, like you might have it where it just goes infinitely. Sometimes it only goes for a couple. It's just very, very kind of luck dependent. One thing to be on the lookout for is that this right here, you know, when you max out a gun like level 50 and you want to be able to, you know, go do another gun, you're going to essentially have to go ahead and redeploy. And these guys, the same way they weren't getting on this thing, they will actually try to genuinely drive away. So you're gonna have to respawn and get another tank. Also, what's pretty cool is if you guys want to, you can level up your tank by doing this too. It actually does work, so you can get tank medals, you can get whatever right here. which is pretty sick. So that works out in your favor as well if you want to level up your tank this way. Now I'm going to show you guys what happens when, of course, you're able to be done with the gun. I'm not level 50 on this thing yet, but I'm going to show you guys what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and redeploy. So that will, of course, terminate me, allow me to reselect a gun. But now we're going to have to go basically refine those bots. So I'm going to go back in here. I'm not going to switch my gun out because it doesn't really matter since it's not level 50. I'm going to go choose that tank. Basically, it can be whatever tank is right here, doesn't matter. Everything is essentially one shot. Obviously, the quicker you can get over here, the better. That makes your chances of having them wander off too far, you know, a little bit lower. So they might still just be wandering down the street. They're normally speaking pretty close by. But as you can see, we got back here. There's nothing spawning right here. So we're gonna go and hunt these guys down real quick. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it must be these guys right here. They're probably just goofing around. And yep, that was them. So now they're going to respawn right back there. And of course, we can keep on farming them. You can even take out the helicopter here if you really want to do that. And get points that way. So overall, that's really all you got to do basically until the match runs out. And you're good to level up guns as much as possible. All right, thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, subscribe, check out this other one on screen, and I'll see y'all next time.